Andrew McCart, iFLTV, delighted to be joined by Dalton Smith. Dalton, good solid 12 rounds under your belt. We spoke as we were coming along this corridor there, and I said to you, that's valuable because the last 3 fights have gone early, leading into a world title fight next. 12 rounds are valuable, right?
Yeah, massive. I said me and my dad was in the comments and I was saying I need these rounds. And I actually felt good in there. I got a little bit frustrated in the mid rounds, but like I said, that was just because he wasn't coming to fight. But like I said, I fought box well, 10, 11, 12. I was relaxed. I was enjoying it. I should have just probably done that in the early rounds and I'd have got him out of there. But look, in this game, you can't win. You know, you knock someone out in the first round, it's like, oh, but he needs the rounds. You box someone like Mathieu Germain's a solid opponent. Yeah, he probably did more than the Matchroom 5K there tonight, but yeah, obviously he was tough and he gave me the rounds. Obviously didn't come to fight, but I dealt with what I dealt with in there. Mixed it up. I could have done 20 rounds, so I could have kept going. But yeah, like I say, got the rounds in, move on to that world title now.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Obviously, how much of that world title was playing on your mind in this fight? Was it?
Of course, it's going to a little bit. I could have sat back and waited for this opportunity, but I was like, Dad, I want to fight. I said, but I don't want. I want someone who's going to give me the rounds and do me well going into this world title fight. And it's perfect. I got the rounds tonight, and like I said, I'm sure I got the engine. And yeah, it was perfect.
You dropped him a few times. Referee got involved quite a lot with the low blows and stuff like that. Happy with your performance though, all in all, with the knockdowns and the likes?
Yeah, I mean, I got a bit sort of switching off a little bit at times, but I could have done what I wanted. Like you said, I should have probably just applied the pressure a little bit more in the early rounds, but I was fine. I was getting the rounds. But like I say, unless you're sparking somebody out, someone's gonna have something to say, aren't they? And like I say, I'm past that caring a little bit with someone saying, "Oh, he's shit. He's not done this." Like, I know I'm world class, and when give me that opportunity, when I get that world title, I'll show him.
You know what came up on my Instagram? Now you get the history thing, right?
Yeah.
6 years ago, I interviewed you.
Yeah,
and
Nottingham.
I've got it there. Look, I think it's here. There. I want to be stamped down as a Sheffield great.
Yeah.
6 years ago.
6 years ago.
We're there. We're there.
Like you said, we're not there yet, but we're very close. And like you say, it's not just those 6 years. It's what I've done from being young, 11, 12, all the way through. Dedicate my life to boxing. And it's not easy. It's hard. And it's paying off. And I know I'll be a world champion. It'll all be worth it.
Eddie Hearn said Puello is next. So in your mind, you're fighting for a world title next.
But that's it. Like I said, I didn't have to fight this fight, but I wanted to. Like I said, to stay active. Like I said, this could have been a banana skin fight, but I just wanted to keep fighting. I wanted the activity, and like I said, bring on a world title.
Obviously, the big fight tomorrow night. I know I spoke to your dad. I'm going to speak to Dalton. He's saying that you're going to go down to Birmingham and be in the corner of your friend Liam Cameron against Ben Whitaker. I mean, talk to me about that gym and your dad and the team that you've got. I mean, you're like brothers in there, aren't you, in that gym?
Of course, and it's not just like, oh, Liam's just come to the gym. Like Liam's known me since I was 6 years old. And like you said, everyone knows his life story, and like you say, it's the Rocky story. And it's just a credit to the gym. It's a credit to people in the community, anyone. And he deserves it. And Liam's a solid fighter. And like I said, I'll be there tomorrow. Hopefully he gets the job done, and I'm very confident he will. And then we can have big celebrations after.
Definitely. One more on the fight itself. Did you break his jaw? I don't know if I never got clarification, but did you break Jermain's
he
jaw?
came after. He was like, his tactics was what he said was to come out and stick it on you early. He said, but you just land. He said, you hit too hard. You broke my jaw early in the second round. And he was just like, look, I don't want to. He says, I just got on my bike, which at least he was honest.
Yeah.
He was honest, and like you say, fair play to him.
I'll be remiss not to talk about the big fight next week, because it is a big fight, and we're doing a little compilation of predictions. I heard your interview with Adam Smith, so I'm going to try and pry a little bit more out of you. Ben Eubank, your thoughts?
Like you say, it's hard, and like you say, with the weight clauses, the rehydration, it's hard to pick. Obviously, Eubank's had the better opposition. He's been in the tough fights, got more experience. But look, if you're boiling someone down in weight, it's obviously going to have effect on the performance. So look, we'll see. I think it's going to be a good fight. I'm looking forward to watching it, and yeah, it'll be good.
You and me both. Dalton, I was at your debut, so I'm telling you right now,
You're going to be there at the world title
I'll be at the world title fight. Coogan, you heard it here.
Yep.
Dalton, thank you,
Top
brother.
man.